Hi, my name's Leslie Brereton. I'm a Customer Involvement Officer and I'm here to talk to you today about soups. Soups is the term that we use for giving out One Manchester's community funding. It's a bit of an unusual term, but it came from a project in America, in Detroit, where communities who wanted to fundraise did it through hiring a venue and then producing food, which was usually a bowl of soup, and people who came would make a donation. People who wanted funding would come and pitch on the night, and the community would vote on the best one, and the one that was voted the best got the money that was taken on the door. This is a really nice community evening. We advertise it quite widely. You don't need to book a ticket, it's just turn up on the night, so we never know whether there's going to be 5 or 5,000, which is great. There's usually some live music, we have some hot food because we're a little bit mad. We do it 4 times in a week, so we run that event 4 times, and we basically quarter our areas. So we'll do 4 events, and on each event there's £8,000 available. So One Manchester has a pot of funding that's £100,000 every year. We have 5 years of guaranteed funding. We're in year 4, and that's distributed through community groups that apply at the soups. And the reason we like doing it that way is that it's communities themselves that decide who gets the funding and what's right for their area, rather than a small group of people looking at a paper form. It's really difficult to predict on the night who's going to be funded, because it really depends on what they say and them capturing people's heartstrings or imaginations. But we've funded some really lovely groups, some really important groups. We've funded the Manchester Fire Service for a children's burns camp. We've had dementia groups, we've had groups that support mental health, we've had groups that support local community. It's a real nice mix, and it's important for us that the community decide where that funding goes, because they know what's more important for them. For us, it would be really helpful if you're out and about, if you're meeting groups, that you know about soups, that you're able to talk about it. The more groups we get applying, the better it is for us, and the wider that we can spread that money through our communities. We have another year of guaranteed funding. Obviously hope that will be extended. You're more than welcome to come down and see what happens. If you want to get involved, more than welcome. For me, it's about seeing the difference that makes. The funding is just the start of the journey, really. Once they know that they've got the money, we meet with them and try to see what other value we can add to their projects. So we can do things like training, we can strengthen their structure, we can help them look for other funding, and you just see the group start to develop and become much stronger, and that's the kind of nice part of it. Soup Week is really hectic. It's 4 events and it's a mad rush from one to the other, but actually the time after is when you get to meet the groups and see what they're doing and how important that is, and that's the nice part of this job for me.